So, Max, we'll start with the first question. Do you believe in God?
Who's God?
The idea of In Search Of came about when we were filming a documentary on the Christian concept of salvation. And what we found was that among the many different belief systems and unbelief systems, people had questions not only in regards to other people's faith, but also about their own.
When you look around, you see how green grass is, and you see how trees grow beautifully, different colors and things like that, only a God could do something like that.
I mean, are we going by Muslim, Christian, Jewish, Buddhist? There's a lot of them out there.
Simple terms, I would say a Christian is somebody who believes in a creator, I guess.
You don't sound too sure of that. The goal of the project is to create an environment that isn't hostile, where we can address a range of topics from the edgy and taboo to those that may just seem plain and simple. Is there any way you could describe God or your relationship or his relationship to mankind?
I don't believe it's a person. I don't believe God is man or woman. I just believe that God is a force.
It's not an anthropomorphized being, but rather a energetic, unifying principle.
In our postmodern society, things are changing at such a fast pace, and people are actively searching for ways to interpret the world around them, and to that end, faith is key.
I can't really find any good academic reason to believe in God or to not.
Everyone is God, and everyone has the capacity to manifest anything they want.
Find out whatever God you believe in, because there are many gods, but they all lead to the same path.
New Testament, I've read the Quran, I've read about other religions.
My father is Quaker, and my mother is Jewish.
I was raised Pentecostal.
I mean, I used to be a pretty serious fundamentalist Christian.
Prior to that, I was a Jewish boy.
I'm raised in New Zealand, and there's quite a large atheist and agnostic population there.
So you mentioned you're Jewish. Now, growing up, did you practice the Jewish faith at all?
I'm Jewish, so slightly.
Oh, okay, so just slightly. So when you say slightly, you're slightly Jewish or you slightly practice the faith? I'm going to say some things that may seem silly at times. And I'm sure you're going to hear some things that may sound comical.
I was doing a meditation group, and a woman was speaking, and I was looking into the ground, and the reflection of the light from the window was shining from the ground into my eye, and then I heard a voice that says, "Life is infinite. Go to Canada."
But it's all part of the learning process.
The way you might find him is different from the way I might find him, and the way Tom, John, and Larry, and Mary find him.
When you pray and you get your prayers answered, you talk to God, and he answers questions.
Where can we, as common people of faith and believers in God, come together and work for the better of mankind?
Well, I mean, things like Catholic Relief Services, they do awesome development work in the third world. But then you have people in Florida burning Qurans and causing riots in Srinagar and Kashmir, where I was this past summer.
We can have differences, but we can also become a community of people who are free to talk about those differences and to learn from those differences.
It's all done with love. Baby. So we want to invite you to come with us on this journey of discovery and community as we go in search of.
Nothing has ever mattered, nothing will ever matter, nothing has ever mattered in the history of existence, and matter is nothing.